Tell me about your dad and tractors, because he was a fanatic for tractors.
Me and him were both tractor mad, and if my brother hadn't appeared, the farm would have been bankrupt. We'd have had 600 brand new shiny tractors, but the farm would have gone bankrupt because he has a love, and he wanted to go mechanicing when he was 12, 13. He was always repairing stuff, mechanicing, but my granddad said, no, you've got to come back on the farm, which my dad appreciated. He said, no, that's fine, I can't go off to be a mechanic. So me and him would spend a lot of time, and his collection of tractors you can see around me now, he started when he was like late 30s, 40. He'd buy different tractors. He got a Marshall Model M there, a threshing contract. He bought me my first, when I was 14-year-old, the tractor back there, which we'd done up, took to lots of rallies. And me and him would go off to Chapelton Rally, which is unfortunately not going anymore. We'd have a 25-foot lorry trailer. We put 3 tractors on it, one sideways on, which frightened you. I wouldn't do it now, frightened me to death. And I'd go off the little Ford 4000 with no brakes, and off I go at 16-year-old with 3 tractors on the back, barely strapped with ropes, and off you go. And the front wheels would be off the ground because it was too heavy for the tractors. You'd steer with your brakes, but you didn't know any different.
And you used to have big rallies here on the farm, didn't you?
We had 2 or 3 when they were building the brand new hall at King's Limpton. We had lots of various fundraising events here, and my father had a massive rally on the farm, and he absolutely loved it because he got all his mates together. It was everybody would turn up. We'd invite the whole village would come out. We'd have all sorts like fair going on. There'd be, I don't know, hit the vicar, all sorts of things, various little things, but made it a massive show. And I can remember being absolutely knackered at the end of the day. You know, we'd been busy getting people coming in, people going, and at the end of the day you were knackered, but being sat at the kitchen table tired but really happy. And you're absolutely exhausted because you've raised a lot of money for fundraising, has put money in. But he absolutely, he would love to see this now because he's not seen this, bless him. And I've got all his plaques up on the wall there. Every rally he went to, I've kept all his plaques. And my daughter's on one day, so right, we'll put all Father's plaques up on the wall. And there's about 80 plaques. So every rally you went to, you got a little bronze plaque to say you went there. And he drove, I don't know, he did it, he'd have been nearly 60, and he drove to Torquay, which is 60 miles away, with a tractor and a rack saw bench, which frightened me to death. I wouldn't even think about it. And it's a 40-foot bench with a pulley that sticks out about a foot into the other side of the road. On another time, he went off to Eggersford Rally, and the tractor broke on the train line. The actual trailer came off on the train line. There's a shoe that you drop the thing off on its trailer that caught in the railway track, so it broke the picker bitch off his tractor. And Father ran down the track, alerted the signalman at the time. He was going up and down the track trying to stop. And then he rang me up, and I came down with the tractor from the farm. And I arrived, and there's this tractor in the middle of the train track with 3 tractors on the back. So I rushed in, got it hitched up, then he went off with that tractor, off the rally, and I drove his back then. But yeah, it's mad. But he loved it, absolutely loved it.